I'm with the one and only Terry Molloy, Davros.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You wish to become a Dalek, do you? I'm looking for new genetic material.
Well, you get a lot with me. Oh, look at this. Very manly.
Excellent.
Yeah, so how long did you do Davros?
I started in 1983 with Peter Davidson and carried on doing it with Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy, and then after Doctor Who closed down I carried on doing it with Big Finish, so I've done it about 18 times including a stage production as well.
I love your voice. It is Davros' voice.
It is, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It's brilliant.
Thank you.
How did you fit in the little half Dalek?
I squeezed myself in. I was a little slimmer in those days as well.
Hey, we all were, weren't we? This is just manliness.
I know it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very claustrophobic, and you were, very constricted by it, and it was hard work. It was physically demanding to do, but great fun as well.
Yeah, it was. How did you get on with all the doctors?
Oh, great. I mean, I knew Sylvester from before, and I'd worked with Colin before I did Davros. So we got on really well, with same sort of sense of humour, and I worked with Peter afterwards on other things, but Sylv and I had worked in theatre together before that, so I knew him very well.
What was it like wearing all the makeup and the mask and everything?
Extremely hot, very claustrophobic, because you literally could only see binocular vision. There was no peripheral vision at all, so you couldn't see anywhere around you, so you could very easily crash into things if you couldn't actually see where they were.
What about hearing as well? I bet that might have been a bit difficult.
It was difficult, but in those days we had the bliss of actually being able to rehearse for a week, 2 weeks in the studio, in the rehearsal rooms at North Acton. So we all kind of knew by then what was going to happen. It wasn't a case of just getting on the floor and doing it.
I was going to ask you about getting your head round all the lines and everything.
Yeah. Well, that's an actor's job. You get to know the character, you learn the lines, you rehearse it, and it all comes out on the day.
So you've done Dave Ross.
I've done Dave Ross on Biker Grove.
Yeah.
Although I'm a Geordie, but I didn't play a Geordie up there. I thought, God, I'm on Biker Grove, wonderful. And they ended up having me as some softy southern film director, which was no good at all.
You've done loads of TV shows and films. What is your favourite?
Well, I think Doctor Who. I mean, it's always got to be very special.
It's the one, isn't it?
It is the one, and I've made so many friends from that and in it over the years that have carried on. When I did it, I started it in 1983, I thought, well, it's a two-week job and I'm away, and here we are, 30 odd years later, and I'm still, part of it and enjoying sharing that experience with the fans who have made the show what it is.
How long did it take you to get made up?
It was about an hour and a half, because it was one big mask. It wasn't not all the prosthetics that they have nowadays. So it was one big foam latex mask, which was soldered at the back. But they had to make up my mouth and my teeth and my eyes so that they couldn't be seen through the mask.
Was it reusable, or did you have to?
No, they did another one each time.
Every time?
I mean, they put it out with the exhibitions, but it was, it's fairly battered by the time you're talking about 2 or 3 year gap before it comes back again. The BBC didn't bother to store things like that. They used them in exhibitions and then did another one.
How did you get around in your half Dalek?
With great difficulty. I mean, all these lovely Daleks you see nowadays, they've got all these, wheelchairs and
they've got batteries.
electronic. Oh, no, all of that. Yeah. I had batteries, but there were 2 12-volt car batteries, and they were stuffed in the back of a chariot that was made out of 4x2 timber, based on a supermarket trolley frame, and I had to drag it along with my toes.
Oh, no.
Now, supermarket trolleys, they want to go that way, and you want to go that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it was hard work. None of this luxury of whizzing around on the floor,
I remember your fingers touching the controls and the switches.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just superb.
Well, again, this was because those switches had to have extensions on them, because I couldn't see down there.
Yeah.
So it was a case of kind of feeling your way as to where the switches are in order to flick them.
Just say something in your Davros voice for me.
Barry, it is time you met the Doctor and were exterminated.
That is fantastic. That really is good. Well done, mate. Well, it's been a pleasure to talk to you.
And you.
I'm Barry Robinson, talking to the one and only Terry Molloy.
And I'm
Davros.
Terry Molloy, talking to the one and only Barry Robinson.
Yeah.